And because everything is for everybody, the idea of like, there's this very common idea, I'm sure you're all familiar with, of like a cult classic. That's kind of gone now, right? Now again, there are such things as just movies that don't hit, but this is very easily something that's for somebody that doesn't really exist anymore. And I think this is what I think something's really lost in this. And the reason I want to talk about this is not just because, you know, I'm here to complain, even though that's a very fun thing to do. It's also because I know a lot of you are artists, right? And I think that it's something we as artists should be encouraging, is to make something that's just, you know, maybe just for you, but for somebody at all, right? I think that's something we should be encouraging. I do feel like culture comes from not so much what wins the Oscar, but from what becomes a cult classic, right? So often, it's not really about like, oh, this is the best movie that came out last year, as much as it's about people going, this is just something I really like. Like, there's so many more references from Mean Girls that are in like the public consciousness, I think, than there are from, I don't know, what won an Oscar like 2 years ago. Way less of a cultural splash than Mean Girls. And I know people are gonna be like, that's an insane statement, and it is. In a movie called Let's Start a Cult. And I remember seeing clips of him talking about it, and I thought it was very interesting how he was talking about it, because he was like, there's no message, there's no moral, this is a movie for you to like watch and think about nothing while you watch it. And that, I think that's awesome, because we're missing so much of that. So this is why I say, in this age where we're exposed to everything all the time, and everything needs to be the perfect thing for people to enjoy it and like it, stop trying to make good art. Stop trying to make art that is perfect or gonna be a crowd pleaser, and start trying to make art that you want to make, that's a crowd pleaser to you, that you find interesting, that you've always wanted to see. Maybe it's just gonna be a fun thing though that people like, and I think that's just as important. I think it's interesting to make things that are fun or campy or corny or sad or meant to be dark, you know, all these different vibes that I feel like they're missing.